I am Jimmy James, you're watching Catch It Live First tonight. We've got the big one, the mighty Wisła Kraków, hosting Puszcza. Victory tonight for the White Star, all but guarantees promotion back to the Ekstraklasa. The only question then is, do we go up as champions, or do we go runners-up to the shithouses that are Śląsk Wrocław, the cheating shithouses? Hopefully they'll get their just desserts. We'll go through the team lineups. There's been some changes. Adrian, no Ertahala. Wisła, we go with, in goal, Lekiewicz. Left back, Krzyżanowski. Grudzic and Kutwa, centre-half pairing. Ro Geiger at right back. Holding midfield, Igbekim and Duda. On the left, we've got the mighty Marko Bozic. On the right, we've got... Don't fall off your chair, Agiza. Don't fall off your chair, Frankie. Don't fall off your chair, everybody. Lelyeveld, our left back, is playing on the right wing. What all that's about, I don't know. Mario Shop obviously does. According to the lineup that's just come in there, Bozic is on the right and Lelyeveld's on the left. We'll see. We'll see how we actually do line up. But just be aware that Duda now is apparently playing in behind Duarte and Omic is in the holding midfield position with Igbekim. Make of that lineup what you will. As long as we get 3 points tonight, I do not care. Duda, he is captain for the night. No Ertahala. I'm assuming he's out injured. He's not even in the starting... He's not in the starting 11 or the squad. So we'll see what actually happens there. Puszcza, they go with Pachel in goal, a back four of Bajak, Kazolik, Solviej and Przybylko. Holding midfielders Piakarski and Mazmiento. On the right side, they've got Iweo. We've got to be careful of him. He can be a little bit, a bit of a danger. Hajda and Chaleviak with Gajoni up front on his own. Once again, we don't need to worry about the attacking prowess of Puszcza as long as we switch on. If we switch on, we should have no issues. The problem is, we don't always switch on, do we? I'm getting nervous for this one. A geezer in live chat says, let's get that ulcer started. It's time for Wisła. Something a little bit special coming up at half-time, a geezer. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. Also, it's Catch It Live's 2nd anniversary today. 2 years we've been on air. So we'll have something a little bit special, a little bit different at half-time. If you're watching on the TV at the bottom, you'll notice that Wisła, no surprise, kicking from right to left, playing in the red tops, white shorts, white socks. Great home kit. We've also got some news about JD Sports and what's going on there. Puszcza, they're kicking from left to right. White, the keeper there, he looks like he's got a body warmer on. Not sure what's going on with that kit, but... hey-ho, they're playing in white tops, black socks, black shorts, and we're underway! Right. Almost a full house in the Henrik Raymond Sinnerais Stadium. We've got a barbecue going on outside here now, hopefully in celebration of Wisła's move back into the Ekstraklasa. Victory tonight, it will almost seal it. Just don't need to do anything stupid. Nothing stupid. I'm going to cover this up because it's slightly ahead of what I watch. Schoolboy error again there, Jimmy. If you are interested in the stats, zoom in on that. If you want to watch the actual match, zoom in on this. Throwing comes in from the left-hand side. The ball's bouncing around. It's with Kutwa. He bowls it out quickly, looking for Duda down this left-hand side. He's got some space. He keeps it in. The flares are going off behind Puszcza's goal. The Ultras are starting early. Duda cuts in field. It's with Igbekim. Bozic is playing on the right-hand side. Lelyeveld is down the left. That makes more sense. There was a little foul off the ball there. That's gone out of play. It'll be a throw into Puszcza. There was a little trip on Lelyveld there. Referee saw it, did nothing about it just because we had possession. Didn't come to anything, did it? Sooner have had the free kick. Marius Shop looks concerned. He never gives much away, does he? But I'm just wondering why we have no... I haven't seen the build-up to this game because I've just been so busy. But, do you know, once again... We've got Banyovski on the bench tonight. Why is he not playing on the wing? There's no Kaziamka. Why is he not playing? That has got to be really disheartening for these youngsters, you know. Kavala must be thinking the same. On the bench, though, tonight, we have got Jordi Sanchez. He's back from injury. Hopefully, we don't need him. If we do, I'm sure we will see him. Duda to Omic. Duarte. Out to Bozic on that far side. Back inside to Dudo. Just playing it around nicely at the minute. Pitch is looking okay. A little bit patchy in places. I'm wondering if it's got a little bit of grass disease or something. It's coming to the end of a long season, isn't it? Lelyveld. He's in the centre midfield role at the minute. He does like to wander, doesn't he? And when he's playing down that left, as he's playing as a left midfielder stroke winger, I suppose he's got a little bit more licence to move inside because he's not got that same defensive duty that he has when he's playing left back. But we'll see how that pans out. Puszcza trying to come down the right-hand side. Now they're just keeping possession. We'll let them do that. They're not going to cause us any problems from there. Once again, they're trying to come down this right-hand channel. Ball over the top, cut out by Krizanovski. Lelyveld on the ball. Plays it inside to Kutwa. Dangerous pass that. There's been no problem, but I'm always worried somebody's going to appear from nowhere and intercept it. Like Puszcza did there. No messing about at the back from Lakiewicz. He goes long, looking for Duarte. Bozic spreads it to this left-hand side. Lelyveld lays it back to Krizanovski. He's got support from Igbekim. Igbekim to Omic. Omic just telling everybody to calm down, trying to run that midfield. It's good to see Omic starting. When he came at the start of the season, him and Bozic both had delayed starts because of the injuries that they had. Bozic has definitely made this, well, not tonight, but he's made this left wing position his own. In the midfield role, Omic has not quite broke into the team, but when we've had Igbekim playing as well as he has been, it's been difficult. I've got a feeling that the game, if it's a little bit slower, not as frenetic in the Ekstraklasa, it might suit Omic, you know. But hopefully, no, definitely, we will see next season. I think they've got a little bit of a height advantage over us as well. Have Puszcza. So I always call him Puszcza. Puszcza. I'll try and get it right, but I know when I get excited, we'll revert to typing, it'll be Puszcza. Puszcza. They've got a throw in from the left-hand side. Not that long a throw, but the ball's bouncing around there. Is that a corner? I think it is. I'm not sure whether it came off Geiger or not. It wasn't a really good long throw, but they kind of fumbled the ball towards the middle and it was bouncing around dangerously. So we've got to concentrate again here. Barzjak jogs over to take this corner. It's going to be an in-swinger taken from that left-hand side. This is where we miss Biedrzycki. We miss his height. There's a bit of shenanigans going on in the middle there, so the referee will be doing his usual warning everybody. The pyro display that the Ultras put on, that's kind of burnt itself out now, and there must be a little bit of a breeze there because the smoke has dissipated quite well. It's coming across the end Where Wisła are defending now, the Ultras are behind the goal at the other end, behind Puszcza's goal. In-swinging corner comes in. Headed clear by Grudzic. Recycled though by Puszcza, but a poor pass out to that left-hand side. Danger's gone. Be a throw-in to the White Star. Whew. Anybody else nervous? I bet you are. I bet you are. I've been waiting for this all day. The funny thing is, we had new internet installed as well, and I was thinking, oh, please don't have any issues. We got a big game tonight. All went pretty smoothly though. Puszcza's keeper, Puszcza, looks like he's got a body warmer on. He's got a black top, but the sleeves are white, the same as... It's kind of the opposite of what the outfield players have got. But it does look like a body warmer. That attack comes to nothing from Wisła. Bit of an understanding there with Krzyżanowski. Don't forget, live chat's open. Anybody had a wager or a parlay, as you would call it in Europe maybe, let us know what your bet is. Hopefully you've gone for the mighty Wisła Kraków for victory. That's what we need tonight, that is for sure. Frankie's sat outside in the garden having a barbecue. She's tucking into a burger at the minute. She said she'll be in live chat shortly. Igbekeem does well. That'll be a throw-in to Wisła. It's a little bit difficult to tell whether Duda is playing in just behind Duarte or Omic. I think it is Duarte who's... I think it is Duda who's slightly farther forward. A little bit of instruction there coming from Marius Shop. We've been playing, what, 8.5 minutes. We've not spent too much time down the left-hand side, and it's been pretty much all Puszcza. Hopefully we're just building our way into it. You know, I put in the description of this video, it's a big game for Puszcza as well. They're only a couple of points away from being in the playoff places, so they need a result tonight. Playing it about at the back. No doubt the Puszcza fans will be feeling a little bit nervous. Don't give any free kicks away. Don't give a free kick away. Keep the pressure on. Lelyveld does well. There'll be a throw into Puszcza about 10 yards out down their right-hand side. Great view of the Henrik Remont Stadium there. The geezer says, I'm outside on my back deck, able to enjoy a cool beer for once during a game. Well deserved as well, mate. Let's hope it's a celebratory beer for you. You'll have to speak louder than that. Frankie's outside, stuffing her face with a burger. She said, cheers, a geezer. She's... Oh, what? Oh, she's on an Aperol Spritz. Aperol and champers. They're like rocket fuel, them as well. What could go wrong?
I'm having a cup of tea now.
Oh, yeah, you're on a cup of tea. Right, throw in from the right-hand side for Puszcza. Let's see if there's any more distance on this throw. There is indeed. Headed clear, though, by Wisła. It's volleyed back into the danger area, but no one can get hold of it. It goes behind for a goal kick to Wisła. I'd like to start putting a bit more pressure on Puszcza, or I'd like to start putting some pressure on Puszcza, because up to now, we haven't really done anything as an attacking force. I think they've come with the idea, have Puszcza, that there's no point sitting back and waiting for us to score. So they've come out, we're playing it out from the back again. Right, don't do anything silly. I did send Adrian a message. We've got some photos coming up at half time. You started it, Agiza. Piglet.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, that weren't Frankie. Agiza says, hello, Frankie, enjoy. Krzyżanowski, edge of the penalty area, down the left-hand side. Decent control, gets away with it. Duarte throws himself to the floor looking for a free kick. You're not going to get that, you clown, so just get up. Oh.
Use this plate.
It's such a dramatic fall, that, as well. The referee's not going to buy it. Iweo it was with the tackle. He can be a danger man down the right-hand side. I can't eat and talk. I can't eat anyway. Far too nervous. It does look good, though. No, I'll have it after. Thanks. Can't eat. Omic goes up. Tries to use his height. Competing well. That's something that we've just seen from Omic there that we do not get from Duda. You know, Duda doesn't have that height, does he? Bozic going in with his studs showing, but nowhere near the player, so he gets away with that one. Then we're going to get a free kick this time. Duarte does win the free kick. We didn't quite see what happened there. Matters not. The referee gave the free kick and that's all that matters. Piakarski, he's got some height on him as well. Going to have to watch him at set pieces. That's the number... Well, it says number 34. I think he's number 70. Oh no, number 34 he is. Number 70 is Hadja. So we've got to watch those two at set pieces. Hopefully everything's alright with the volume. No doubt a geezer would have told me if it wasn't. Better have a check though, hadn't I? Sounds good to me. Oh, chat Omic won't. Yeah, Omic clears that up nicely. Omic, he looks like an athlete as well. You know, he's got that athletic build, that athletic run. He can pull them odd shapes going into tackles or stretching for the ball. It's I'm hoping that he's going to become a bit of a star for Wisła next season once we get up into the Polish Premier League. I've got a feeling he's going to do really well. Nice layoff there from Duda to Igbekim. Ball goes loose, but picked up by Lelieveld. Clears it up nicely. Geezer, if you can type, what do you think about if you were Kavala, number 57 for Wisła, on the bench? What would you be thinking about if Bozic comes over to the right hand side and the left back plays ultimately on the left wing? It's got to be a little bit disheartening for these youngsters. You know, Banyovski's not had a chance since Radado, his season ended. We haven't seen him once and yet he's been on the bench. Does say that Marius Shop has no faith. And maybe he's right not to. Maybe he thinks they need more experience than that. But when are they going to get this experience? It's going to be a case of they're going to have to really impress in pre-season. Otherwise, I can't see the point in them being at the club. Prizanovski down that left-hand side. There was a little shove on Lelieveld then. Referee didn't do anything about it though. Frankie James says, "Hiya, geezer." Our youngest boy and his mate are doing a barbecue. Flipping lush. She's on tea now, so she's off the grog. A geezer says, "I'd be worried about my Ekstraklasa future." Yeah. Do you know the other thing? We have no money for... Well, we'll talk about that at half-time, but we've no money, apparently, for any signings. Chance here for Duda gets tripped up. That'll be a yellow card. Be careful, Duarte, asking for the card, because he will book you as well for that. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, Mario Shop is saying, I don't trust you to play in the Betclic 1 Liga. How on earth is he going to trust them to play in the Ekstraklasa? It doesn't bode well for the youngsters, I'm afraid. Frankie James says 2 glasses of Aperol Spritzer. When she says glasses, they're not. I've seen these glasses. They're not like that. They hold half a pint or more, 3/4 of a pint. Right, Geiger over this free kick. Left-footed. What's he going to do? Go on, have a shot. It's the perfect angle. Straight into the wall. The defender's gone down as it's hit him. We'll see if it's hit him in the face or if he's just milking it. I honestly don't have a problem with the referee. If that's hit him in the face, full in the face, fair enough. With the protocols now, stop the game. However, if it's hit him here and he goes down so the attack stops, that's when it gets on my nerves. And VAR should look into it and start booking players who do that. Although on that occasion, I think we'll let him have that one. We'll let him have it. Didn't shirk his responsibilities there, did he? Kazalik it was who got the yellow card. Frankie James says, Drama King alert. Oof. No, we'll let him have that one, Frankie. Took one right in his bugle. Cutler out to Geiger down that right hand side. Unlucky there, Duda trying to back heel it inside to Omic. Didn't quite come off. That was just a tangle of legs, and the referee's given a free kick against Wisła there. It was Iowa, I think. Iowa. Iweo. I'll get there eventually. No. Just turned youngest son. 22-year-old. Stop acting like a piglet burping. Nearly 22. Catching up to your IQ. Right, we need to switch on. 19 and a half minutes gone. The Wisła fans have got the scarves up. Holding a high line are Wisła. They've taken it short of Puszcza. They're going to float one into the penalty area now. Or they tried to. Well blocked by Duda. So, bit of a waste from the away side there. I think we need a little bit of... Let's get these trumpets going. Get some attacking play from the White Star. We're not seeing a lot of it at the moment. Ball into the box there. Cutler comes across. That'll be another corner, will it? Yeah, be another corner to Puszcza down that left-hand side. Do you know, he was a little bit tardy last week, was Cutler. When I watched it back, you can't really blame him. It's just rustiness. You know, he hasn't been playing. And but he was a little bit off the pace last week. Hopefully now he's got that game under his belt, he'll be good to go for the running. I'm not sure how long Biedrzyk is going to be out. Is he done for the season? I don't know. I've not seen an update on his injury. I couldn't even tell you what his injury was. I think it was something to do with his calf from memory. Switch on from this free kick. I think it's going to be it's going to be another in-swinger. There's a bit of crowding around Lakievic. It's a good corner. It's cleared by Raul Geiger. Helped on by Duarte. Picked up by Duda. He's finally got some space. Plays the ball through. He played the ball through there, and it was neither to Duarte nor Lelyeveld. It was the perfect pass if you were Puszcza and defending. We still got the ball, but that momentum has gone now. We had the chance to break there, and he'd done the hard work. Geiger's been left on the floor. He's not one who normally goes down, really, so let's have another look at this. Bozic gives it one of them to say there was an elbow. Not sure whether I saw an elbow or not, but Bozic is having a word. We do have VAR in the Betclic 1 Liga, so if there is anything untoward, it will get picked up. Igbakim, he's got space to get the ball to this left-hand side to Duda, to Krizinovski. Overlaps him, but it doesn't need him. Comes inside now. What are you going to do? He goes back to Grujic. Grujic to Duda. Duda tries a little flick. Gets away with it. And now he's just running into Puszcza players. It's just not coming off at the moment. Frankie's up to something with a photograph or a camera. What are you up to?
Just filming for
All right.
2 years of catching my best.
Yeah, 2 years today.
You can see the shed after.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all high-tech. High-tech studio. Chance here for Duarte. Gets it to Bozic. There again, that pass to Bozic, it's just not quite accurate enough. They're making a bit of a meal of this, our Puszcza. Shot comes in from Igbakim. Gets blocked straight away. It's just bouncing around like a hot potato at the minute. The referee doesn't know what's going on. There's bodies all over the place. Again, it's like a scene from Saving Private Ryan. The referee is just oblivious, I think. Now he's given a free kick to... I couldn't tell you who he's given it to. I'll take a guess and say Wisła. Well, it's not for that. It was for the foul on Bozic, I think. Yeah, it was indeed. It's further over to the right. Okay, Grujic. He's had one shot that's gone into the wall. Hopefully that was just a range finder. This second attempt now. Let's see if he can at least work the keeper. Duda's there as well, so we've got a couple of options. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Grujic again, though. It is Grujic. Gets it over the wall this time, but to be honest, not going to trouble the keeper from that distance with that pace. And he didn't. But at least it's a shot on target. You know, the last 5 minutes or so, the game's been being played down the right end if you're a Wisła fan. But you're just taking the sting out of this game for a minute. Long crossfield, lovely pass there. Trying to work something down this right-hand side, our Puszcza. Lelyeveld comes across, doing some defensive duties. Does well, doesn't give away the free kick. Now he can bring it away. Both Duarte and Krizinovski both left him and give him no angle on the pass, so it just goes out of play for a throw-in. Little bit of naivety there from the Wisła players. It needed one of them to go and one of them to stay. They both decided to go. Nothing else Lelyeveld could do there, to be honest. Once again. Poor play from Wisła that stops us with a potential to break down this left-hand side. And it also gives Hadja a chance to launch this ball into the penalty area from a long throw. Duda flicks it on. What an absolute shambles there. I mean, the referee's given us a free kick. It was a push on Duda. But a bit of a mix-up at the back. If the referee hadn't blown here, we would have been in trouble. I mean, I'm not sure. Lukiewicz needs to shout or Lelyveld needs to shout. Schoolboy defending that from the White Star. Doesn't matter that the free kick had already been given. They didn't know that when they were messing about. Oh, don't do anything silly now. Playing it out from the back. 26.5 minutes on the clock. Still 0-0. Oh, shocking pass. Shocking pass from Grudzic there. Over the summer break, we need to come up with a plan as to what we are going to do when we play it out from the back. Cross comes in from the left-hand side. It's won in the air by Puszcza. Never going to trouble Lukiewicz, though, in Wisła's goal. Yeah, when we play it out from the back, it's almost like we're making it up as we go along. We need to come up with a plan. You know, who's going to show for the ball? Because at times we kind of leave it to each other, trying to get Duarte in down this left-hand side. Castle comes across, though, and tidies that one up. He's the only player so far on a yellow card. The number 2 for Puszcza. Trying to come down that left-hand channel. Nice clearance from Kutwa. Bozic picks it up. Gets tangled under his feet, but he's got plenty of space. Nice little pass there to Igbekin. Goes round his man. Plays Omic down the right-hand side. He's in the penalty area. That'll be a corner to Wisła. Down the right-hand side. Omic gives it one of them to the Ultras. Come on, let's up the tempo. Let's up the tempo because they're here for the taking. Tepid applause there from Mariusz Jop. It's not that long ago we'd have been saying, oh, there's a female assistant on the far side. It's commonplace now, isn't it? Good to see. Unlike that corner from Duda. Duarte. That'll be another corner to Wisła down the right-hand side. Hopefully we can get a better delivery this time. Well, you're not getting a free kick for that because Kasalik took one right in the bugle there. I bet he's going to have a sore nose. Duda makes the signal. That's a better one, a bit deeper. He was looking for Grudzic there. Headed clear though by Puszcza. Miss kick there by Grudzic, but works out well for Wisła. Duda picks it up at least. Needs support over on that right hand side. He gets it from Kutwa. It's with Grudzic. Wisła trying to come down this left-hand side now. Bozic in more familiar territory. Cuts inside. Needs some support. Gets, looked like a fair tackle to me, that. But referee disagrees, so we'll take it. We'll take anything we can get. Bozic getting nudged off the ball. I suppose it was a bit of a hadger, it was, just using his size. If it's given against you, you're disappointed. If you get it, you take it. It's one of them kind of tackles. It's not in too dangerous a spot. It's going to be Irvin Omic to swing it in from the left-hand side. Flicked on by Bozic, just high though. No problem for the keeper. .31 minutes gone, still 0-0. I get a feeling if we get the opening goal, there's 2 or 3 in this for Wisła. Then it's a case of can you keep a clean sheet? Yeah, we mentioned a minute ago about Castlewick getting one in the bugle. It's made a right mess of his nose. So they're going to have to clean that up. A few Puszcza fans there who've made the trip. Well done. Well done. No doubt the Wisła fans will make them feel welcome. I can hear my Jack Russell Buttercup trying to make an escape. Why can they not treat Castlewick off the pitch? Unless they're classing that as, I suppose it is, a head injury. But I think that was mainly in case there was any sort of potential concussion. I suppose you could get a concussion if a ball hits you in the nose, but... A geezer says, on the bright side, Stahl do have something to play for tomorrow. They do, mate. I don't know if you watched before this game, but I watched it, and it was two poor sides, really. But Wexner and Puszcza, they drew 2-2. So now we have Church on 21 points. They're pretty much done unless they do something anything spectacular. But they have won the last two games. We've got Puszcza on 25 points, Wexner on 27, Stahl Mialek on 29. So it's a 6:30 kickoff tomorrow evening. Stahl Mialek and Stahl Mialek and Śląsk Wrocław. We are back underway. Do you know, it's gone pretty quick this first half though. Still 0-0. I'll take a 1-0 victory tonight, that is for sure. I just want the 3 points. I think if we get the 3 points tomorrow, Śląsk Wrocław, I think they're... I think we'll see what they're made of. I know what I think they're made of. It's brown and stinks. It's called shit. The shit houses that they are. If you wonder why I have that opinion of them, it's purely because they would not allow Wisła Kraków fans into their stadium when the game was played. Our owner Jarosław Królewski refused to play the fixture. Yes, they got a €250,000 fine, but they also get awarded a 3-0 victory. Poor pass there from Cutler. Iweod trying to bulldoze his way down the left-hand side. Can't do it though. Chance for Wisła to break now. Omic puts a shot in from to the right, keeper's right-hand post. Do you know when we've seen Omic this season, he's played in the cup matches, hasn't he? When he first came, he was putting them shots in and there was no real power behind them and they weren't accurate. As the season's gone on and he's got opportunities, he started shooting and he's getting better and better. Not sure that didn't take a little bit of a deflection as well off Castlewick. But it's certainly, if he's out there and he's one of them, it's like Duda. Some players you think, nah, don't be shooting there. But I'm pretty convinced every time Omic gets the opportunity to shoot, Marius Shop's probably told him, you put your foot through it, son, and try your luck. Because he has got that in his locker. Igbekim there, a little bit tardy on the ball, gets dispossessed. Wisła winning it back, then we lose possession again, but a loose pass throw into Wisła down this left-hand side. We're showing glimpses of some good attacking play, and then it's falling down either through a lack of concentration or, well, they've got the ability, so it can only be a lack of concentration, you know, to get the accuracy on that final pass, and it's letting us down at the moment. It's stopping some decent attacking opportunities. Krzyżanowski there trying to find Duda, can't do it. An agricultural pass up front, just Cutworth does the right thing. Lakiewicz, if you're going to come for it like that, either scream and make sure you get it or stay on your line. Did the right thing there, Cutworth, just put it out, and now we'll deal with this. We do have that fuck up in our game. You know, we do have the ability for the keeper and the defender to collide. In swinging corner from the right hand side. Good corner. Geiger gets his head to it. It goes up in the air. Lakiewicz, don't do anything stupid, just hoof it. Anybody who's new to the channel and wondering why I'm a little bit nervous, I've seen what our keeper's capable of doing. Can pull off some fantastic saves. Shot stopping, don't have a problem with. As soon as it comes to his feet and sometimes decision making, it's in the lap of the gods. Long throw coming in from the left hand side once more. It's definitely a weapon for Puszcza. Flicked on, no problem for Lakiewicz in goal there. Right, who can he find? Trying to get Duda away quickly. No point doing that really, because Duda's not going to win that ball in the air. It's alright if he's one-on-one, but when he's got three defenders around him, you may as well keep hold of it and try and build something from the back, because he isn't going to out-muscle and out-jump three defenders, which is what he had against him there. We have got the option of Jordi Sanchez as well. Anyone who doesn't know Wisła Kraków that well, our star striker, Angel Redado, out for the season with a shoulder injury. He's had the surgery. But our other striker who we brought in to bring us options, who's got the physicality and the height, Jordi Sanchez, he was also injured. He's back on the bench today. But we are making do with Duarte playing up front. He can play there, but he hasn't got that physical... He hasn't got the physical attributes. That's going to be a free kick. Wisła players are not happy there. Soloviej it was who followed through onto Lakiewicz. Wisła looking trying to look after the keeper there. I'm not sure there was that much in it, you know. If he'd have really ploughed into him and give him an elbow or something like that, I'd be jumping up and down in my chair. But when you saw this, it just looked like a bit of a speculative. It's just a push, isn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Is there a little kick afterwards? Let's have a look. So he's on the floor there. Oh, there we go. You can't be doing that, son. You can't be doing that. I thought it was just a push. I didn't see this little kick afterwards. Kicked him in the face, referee. Could have killed him. Get him a red card. VAR will have to see that. You can't be doing that. Just a little bit of petulance there from the number 27, the Puszcza defender, Soloviej. Frankie James says, I'm enjoying the match. Whatever will be, will be. Come on, Wisła. Yeah, I know. We are going to go up, but until it's nailed on, I'm always nervous with Wisła. We've always got that cock up in our ability. We can drag defeat from the jaws of victory. A geezer says, the football gods have not forgotten your thin Schlonsk Wrocław. Yeah, mate, I hope you're right. As we've said, the best of both worlds, The best of both worlds of Giza is in the playoff final between Legnica and Śląsk Wrocław. I don't like either of them. So if you get there, at least one of them's going to have that heartache. I suppose the other alternative would be if we had somebody like a Grodzisk or a Wisła Kraków. Can you imagine if Wisła Kraków got into they're well capable with that victory they had yesterday, you know. If Wisła Kraków got into the playoff final and it was against Śląsk Wrocław or Legnica, well, that's a bit of a naughty one from number 23, Przybyłko. Just a few tasty tackles going in here. 42 minutes on the clock. It's going to be Irving Omic to swing one in from the right-hand side. Let's put one in before half-time. Omic, it's a deep one. It's still going. It's coming your way, geezer, in the USA. There's another ball in your back garden. Not good enough, that. Not good enough. Not sure why Irving Omic got a yellow card there. Maybe it was for his protestations in the aftermath of Lekiewicz, our keeper, getting a little sneaky toe to the face. Right, let's get hold of this ball. Let's make something happen. Omic there with not quite enough accuracy on that pass again. Win it back. He's working hard. He's doing well, the number 20 for Wisła. That's what I like to see. And now the referee's fallen for it and giving him a fucking free kick. If it's a free kick, I don't mind. You just take it on the chin, don't you? But it's a contact sport. Oh, hey. What are we going to have injury time wise or added on time at the end of this first half? It's got to be at least 2 minutes, possibly 3. We had the injury to Kasalik's nose. That was a couple of minutes. We had the Schmozzle with Lekiewicz. That's another 60 seconds, so we should have at least 3. Oh! Blimey, O'Reilly, Governor. Chance to break for Wisła. We'll have a look at that again in a minute, surely. Bozic down this left-hand side, cuts inside. Needs support. He's got some support now on the right-hand side from Omic. Keeps that in play. We've got bodies in the middle. No, we're not swinging it in just yet. We're going to try and work our way in. There's a little trip on Omic. Referee's not blowing. Picked up by Duda. Duda needs support. Gets it from Igbekin. Plays it inside to Omic. Lelyvel. Lay it back. Another free kick for Wisła. This will be the third one we've had in this first half from almost that exact same spot. We've had 2 shots. Both of them from that man there, Grudzic. One of them hit the wall. The second one was on target but never going to trouble the keeper. I think this one might be even slightly further out. So what are we going to do? Are we going to put another shot in? Are we going to float one in? Are we going to bizz one across and see if anybody gets a touch on it? 4 minutes have added on time. So well done the referee there. Sometimes they don't like adding as much on in the first half, do they, as they should do. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He's going to have another shot, is he, Grudzic? Or is he going to leave it this time to Duda? It is to Duda this time. It's on target, but there's no pace behind it. Frankie James, if you're watching this, I don't know where that Jack Russell puppy's gone, but she was trying to get out earlier. Hopefully she's with you. Grudzic with a header. Back to Lekiewicz. I'm not sure that's where he intended it to go, but that's where it went. Right. Nothing silly now before half time. Hopefully, Puszcza will switch off. We'll be thinking about that cup of tea in orange. Got something funny coming up at half time as well. I think it's funny anyway. And and interesting. Frankie James says she's not here, she'll go hunting. I don't know where she is. I did hear her. Trying to get Omic away down that right hand side. Castlewick comes across for Puszcza. He's had a decent first half. He's been in the game for sure. Igbekim lays it across to Grudzik. Grudzik to Krizanovski. He's under pressure though. Nice little turn there. Cuts inside. You can see he's trying to get Duda away there. Not accurate enough. Back in our possession though, thanks to Igbekim. Nice little pass there. Referee plays advantage. Duarte in the penalty area. Puts the shot in. It's deflected. Takes all the pace off it. No problem for the keeper. Cutwa needs to sort this out. They did eventually. It's not convincing, is it? It's not convincing at times. Frankie's got the Jack Russell pup. She's back in the garden. That's good to hear. She's just coming into season and she's on the hunt for cock. There's no other way of saying it. Oh, puppies. Cross comes in. Cross comes in from Krizanovski. Bang on half time. There's that man Duarte. Who needs Angel Ridado? Angel who? Whoop whoop whoop. How's that for a present for half time? Oh, that cup of tea and that orange. It's going to taste so much sweeter with that goal on the board. This is the issue we have. We don't have the height. We need the accuracy. Boy, is that accurate. Krizanovski once again. Great finish from Duarte. What a good finish. You know, that's similar to the one that Kaziemka scored. The two that Kaziemka scored a couple of weeks ago. Regiza says pop. Pop indeed. That could just be the moment. That could be the moment that sends Wisła Kraków back to the Ekstraklasa. Schlongs Wrocław, I bet your hearts are sinking. You'll be sinking tomorrow night if Stal Mielek turn you over. You'll be looking at a chasing pack then. Right, let's not do anything silly in the 4 seconds that we've got until half-time. Iweo got a yellow card there. I'm not sure what for. What was he complaining at? I don't know. Right, get us underway. Blow your whistle, referee. There you go. We're not even getting the second half underway. 1-0 to the mighty, the one and only Wisła Kraków. Right. Where we got half-time? Let's save your ears. No doubt the Wisła fans, they'll still be cheering. They'll still be cheering. So, highlights of the first half. They'll be coming down here very shortly. There's the goal again from Duarte. Just got across the front of the defender, didn't he? Put it to the keeper's left-hand side. Nothing the keeper could do about that. Frankie James, are you there? Agiza, are you there? Jaden, he'll be working in Australia. And I did message Adrian, but I think he's coming back off his holidays and heading back to Poland. He might even be at the game tonight. So, while we've got some time, let's start with... Agiza says, I posted a happy birthday Catch It live pic on the community page. Nice one, Agiza. Have a look at this coming up, mate. So we've got some time. We'll start with celebrating the channel's second birthday today. And all I can say is, it's been fun. And I would have liked to have thanked you all in person. Obviously, I can't do that. But I would like to thank all of you who supported Catch It Live first and contributed to this, our great community. Frankie James, I'm not sure if you're in live chat, but there's our beautiful Frankie. I couldn't have really done any of this without Frankie. You know, you've been patient with me, made a huge contribution in so many unseen ways, not just in live chat. So thank you so much. And I'm pretty sure that is a Ryanair pilot's cap that she's wearing. In fact, I know that it is, because her friend is a Ryanair. He's a pilot. It hasn't got anything to do with the Luftwaffe. It does. What do you mean, Frankie James? Oh, for sake. I think you look beautiful there, Frankie. And you can confirm it is Ryanair, not the Luftwaffe. Next up, we have got, Frankie says, you are welcome. Next up, we have got a geezer. A geezer's in live chat. A regular. Frankie says that's not Sam's hat. All right, I don't know whose it was then. A geezer, a regular in live chat, who, regardless of the early starts in the USA, he's here supporting his beloved Wisła Kraków and the channel, of course. A geezer, he's the calm. I like to think of a geezer as the calm to my madness at times. So thanks for that, mate. I do appreciate it. Now, we had Jaden, who is probably working. So what I've done, he's also a regular when work permits, but he has the other problem because he lives in Australia. So he shows commitment to the cause by having the late nights as opposed to a geezer who has the early mornings. I don't have a photo of Jaden to show you, but he's an Aussie. So I think we pretty much know what Jaden looks like. Frankie's in live chat. She says, I have his uniform on. That it's not Ryanair, but she has his uniform on. Frankie says, hey, a geezer. Always supportive. Go, a geezer. A geezer says, no one is looking at the hat, dear. Oh, what do you mean, a geezer? So this is what Jaden we think looks like, but we're not too sure. I was looking at Frankie's hat. The hat, do you know? Them you could floodlight a stadium with them teeth. I don't know how you keep them so white. I don't know how you've kept them in when you've got on my nerves. Right, moving on. Last but not least, we've got Adrian, sorry. Adam? I don't know where Adam's come from. That's my grandson. We've got Adam. Adrian. Oh, what's going on, Jimmy? Sort your head out. I'm just trying to do too many things at once now. So that is Adrian, who, me and Frankie, we did have the pleasure of meeting in Poland. He is a Wisła fan through and through, and his English is great. And he's one of the nicest gents you could wish to meet. You know, we see him in live chat when he's not at the game or sunning himself on holiday at the minute. I think he's in Egypt. So I did send him a message, can we use your picture tonight? He didn't get back to me. So I'm pretty sure he won't mind, though. I mean, look at him. What a handsome chap. Why would he mind? Frankie James says, Adrian, go, boy. A geezer says, it's the scarf makes the outfit. He's a gent through and through. But, and if you're wondering, if you missed it, what a geezer looks like, he did. That's our geezer. He's in live chat. Yeah, thanks again to each and every one of you for your support and huge contribution, you know, especially in live chat and to the channel as a whole. You know, live chat is a big part of this channel. So yeah, thanks ever so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. Now, just before we start the second half, we've got some news about Wisła Kraków, JD Sports, and, you know, the bigger picture for Wisła. I had a look, past the initial headline that I saw. I mentioned it last week, and Jaden said, he hadn't seen it. But whoever wrote it, they got a little bit confused, or there's been some misunderstanding, through translation. But we got Wisła Kraków and JD Sports doing a deal. I think the headline was Wisła Kraków partnering with JD Sports. And straight away, there were giddy reports, of Wisła suddenly coming into the money. But after looking at it, a little bit more, it's a case of not so fast. This is a sponsorship deal. More specifically, JD Sports is now a sleeve sponsor on the Wisła Kraków shirt. So my question was, what does it actually mean for the club? And is this a turning point, financially? Or is it just kind of clever marketing? Because in football, these sponsors, not all of these sponsor deals, they're not all equal. You've got the main shirt sponsor, which is normally big money. You've got a kit supplier, and then you have a sleeve sponsor. And JD Sports is the third in that category, a sleeve sponsor, which tells me something straight away. This is about branding and visibility. It's not about injecting huge amounts of cash into the club. And the other thing, that there's been no official number released about the value of this deal, unless I've missed it. When that happens, it usually means the deal is, what would you say? It's, let's say it's modest. So, good, but nothing to get too excited about. Now, to be fair, Wisła, it's a historic club and it's got a great, strong fan base, but it's not operating at the financial level of Europe's elite. So realistically, this deal is about expanding JD Sports' reach into Central Europe. They're looking to tap into a loyal football audience, and they want to build a long-term brand presence. It's not about transforming Wisła overnight. So I was thinking about why are they going to sponsor Wisła now? And it looks like companies like JD Sports, they're going to start playing a long game. They're looking for, growth markets. Well, take passionate fan bases. Definitely. Undervalued exposure, that opportunity. Another tick. Wisła offers exactly that. This is about JD Sports being early and not being a big sponsor, not a headline sponsor. Not yet. You don't know what the future brings, but I don't think they are looking to do that yet. But they are looking to move into Central Europe. So what better place to go than Wisła Kraków? Whatever money's going to come in, though, is going to be a benefit. We have no money for transfers, so anything that comes into the club is going to help. And I'm still of the opinion that we need a keeper, a central holding midfielder, and a striker. Now, if Omic is going to get played, and he can play like he is doing, maybe that central holding midfielder can kind of go on the back burner a little bit. But we definitely need another keeper. I'm not saying in place of Likiewicz, but I'm saying somebody who's going to push him for that first team spot, somebody who's going to be with the club and bring maybe a little bit more experience. Chichkan, he's probably going to go at the end of this season. He's coming towards the latter stages of his career. I don't think Broder's really good enough. So we are going to struggle. We do need another keeper on the books. We need another striker. Ridardo is out for the rest of the season. If this had been the first game of the season when he'd had that injury and he's going to be out for however many games, say he's out for half a season, this season wouldn't look like it is doing now. So we do need another option. Next season, it's going to be difficult for this squad if we can't make them additions, or we're going to have Omic making himself a first team regular and, you know, competition for the place with Carbo, Igbekeem, you know, Omic. You can play Duda in there, but I'd sooner play Duda further up front. I'm not convinced he's got that physical stature or ability or that athleticism to be in a midfield battle winning it. I don't think we'll get away with that in the Ekstraklasa. Now, quickly, sticking to the football side, good news, Mikulek has signed a new contract, keeping him at the club until 2027. So that's great news, coming back from his injury, which has seen him miss almost all of this season. He just made his first appearance, I think it was last week, as a right winger. So he's on the comeback trail. So it is going to be like having a new signing. And when you look at our back line, we've got that pretty much set. So the fact that Mikulek has signed another contract until 2027, it's positive news. It's good that behind the scenes, you know, this club is looking for stability. We are planning already for the future, and things like the deal with JD Sports and Mikulek signing a new contract, it kind of gives me some confidence in this project. This time last season, I wasn't confident at all. We were getting the news, weren't we, of the tax bill coming in, and we were having to find money for the tax bill, and it's like, where's that come from? There was debates about who's done due diligence, who hasn't done the due diligence, and you know, but this time it looks like the project off the field is going well. It's not just about keeping the player or doing the off-field deals, though. It feels like we are building something for the Ekstraklasa. I just wish we had more money in the pot for some signings, you know, a couple of marquee signings. I think that would set us up for a good 26, 27 campaign. This 25-26 season's not done yet, but if we get 3 points tonight, I think we'll fall over the line if we don't power over it. As long as we get there, that's all that matters. So the question is, are we building something special at Wisła Kraków? Is Jarosław Królewski going to come out with, we've got some money from somewhere for some transfers during the off-season? The good news is we don't have long to wait. So we'll find out pretty soon. The players are coming back out now. Just have a quick look in live chat, what's going on. Frankie James says, hi, Agiza, and a big happy birthday to us. Agiza says, just trying to keep up with Frankie James with a chocolate donut and 2 hastily drawn candles. Frankie says, love it, Agiza. And you had a sausage roll. You know, you make a sausage roll, you push it down a hill. I'm here all day. Agiza says, by the way, my family had quite the laugh at your birthday surprise for me. Mate, you're very photogenic. At some point, we need to do a dual stream. We need to do it. We'll work it out. We'll get you on video. We can do one together. Like I say, you are the calm to my madness at times. The second half is underway any second now. The referee's just looking for his cue to blow his whistle. And we're underway. Wisła Kraków kicking from left to the right with a 1-0 lead. Frankie says, glad it raised a smile. Frankie says, I've eaten too much steak, burger and salad. Oh dear, you don't want to be eating too much salad, Frankie. Topped off with a mug of tea. I'm going to pop. I hope I'm going to pop soon, Frankie. One of these, when we put the ball in the net again. I've got it ready. Frankie James says, yin and yang. Right. Let's get a good start. Do you know, we have this awful habit of starting slowly. Let's see if we can put you to the sword early on. Duarte, scorer of the only goal in the game so far. Loose there from Lelieveld, giving the ball away. Geiger picks it up though, gets fouled. I should think, well, the referee took his time there. That's one of the most blatant fouls we've seen all evening. A geezer says, sounds like fun. When the weather changes, everyone seems to be outside. They certainly do, mate. They certainly do. Although we have been known to have barbecues in the middle of winter when it's freezing and piddling down. It's all about cooking the food, and you can put a coat on, can't you? Food tastes better outside anyway. Right, I'm going to have to shut this. I'm going to have to shut the door to me studio. I'll be getting all the little mosquitoes in and midges. Frank says, love the sunshine. Fun time sunshine. Certainly is. Does give you a bit of a spring in your step, doesn't it? Although, I've been to Krakow in the middle of summer when it's absolutely scorchio, and I've been when it's been minus 25, and I like them both the same. Igbakeen, Bozic, trying to get Duarte way down that left-hand side. It's a throw into Wisła. Agiza says, but we usually concede the first goal, so maybe they are learning. Frankie says, I've sent you a vid, Jim, of the studio. Superb, Frankie James, superb. I'll have to try him. I'll have to put that on the next live stream. Cross comes in, not dealt with by Puszcza, picked up by Krzyzanowski. Duarte takes over, looking to get that yard in to get a cross in. Gets a cross in, it's put behind for a corner to Wisła. That's the kind of situation where we miss Jordi Sanchez, you know, with his height and his physicality. Frankie James says it's on WhatsApp. Frankie James says, Jimmy James, reveal yourself. Not live on YouTube, Frankie. We'll be getting a community guideline strike. I don't have WhatsApp on me PC. Corner comes in, it's cleared, picked up by Krzyzanowski, played back in. Wisła trying to get that ball back into the middle. It's going to be kept in by Duda. Can he put a decent cross in? Tries to get into the penalty area. Gets round the defender, does well. And then plays it to, I can only assume, the invisible man, because I'm not sure who that was supposed to be to. There again, perfect example. We do all of the hard work, and then we put that pass in that's a nothing pass, and it's better than a clearance. Frankie James says, not your winkle. Not your winkle. How old are you? Are you sure you've been on tea or coffee? You've been carrying on with the Apoel spritzers, haven't you? Has anyone put a parlay on tonight's game or a bet? I haven't. Didn't need it. I've got enough nerves as it is. Chance there for Duarte. He's working hard, but he's rolling around on the floor. Oh, could be trouble here for Kazalik. Could be trouble. If he swung that arm, he's already on a yellow card. Mario Shop's having a word with the assistant. Is this a red card coming up for the number 2 for Puszcza? Well, he did catch him there, but in fairness, there's no intent in that at all. Or maybe he knew he was there and didn't need to look at him as he swung. But when you're already on a yellow card, that's the last thing you want to be doing. You are pushing your luck. I'm pretty convinced the next challenge... Frankie James says, T, you cheeky shite. Right, they've taken it short. Switch on Wisła. The only person who switched on there was Duarte. Too much on it though. Danger's gone. Yeah, I get a feeling that Kazalik, I don't think they'll leave him on the pitch much more, because the next even half kind of free kick he gives away that's a little bit dubious, he'll be seeing red. Solviej was lucky in the first half as well, putting a little kick into Lakiewicz's face when he was on the floor. That ball's picked up by Omic. Can we come down that right-hand side? Bozic spins. What's he going to do? Keeps the ball in. Wins a throw-in for Wisła. Just starting to get a little bit niggly this game. Geiger with the throw-in. Omic, Bozic. It's just getting a little bit tight there. Cutwa does well. Picked up by Igbekim. Omic. Bozic. Come on. That's Prisbilko. Straight through the back of him. No, don't be doing that. It's no good doing that, Bozic. You know, they will book you for doing that and they'll let the player off. They're more interested in about the technicalities of the game than they are about giving a yellow card for that, which it's a yellow card. You can't come through the back of someone like that, but Prisbilko, he got away with it. Mariusz Jop or somebody from Wisła needs to be having a word with the players to stop doing that, waving an imaginary yellow card. It's the easiest yellow card, that, for an official to give. As soon as they see it, a lot of the time they pretend they haven't seen it so they don't have to deal with it. But if they do see it, they've got no option but to book you. Omic swings one into the back post. Kept in by Krzyzanowski. Does well. Picked up by Lelyveld. We've got numbers forward. We need to get control of this ball while we've got bodies forward. Igbekim does well. Plays it through there to Lelyveld. Edge of the box. Bozic. That route's cut out, so Krzyzanowski swings one in. Keeper puts it over the crossbar. Be a corner to Wisła. I think that was a cross that he just slightly miscued. Keeper couldn't take any chances though. Put it over the crossbar. Hopefully we can get a good delivery down this right-hand side from, I think it's probably going to be Duda once more. Yeah, that's not a good cross, but he got away with it, so at least we win a corner. Duda swings one in, whips it in. Put back in by Krzyzanowski. That ball was fizzing about all over the place there. Now we'll have another throw in down this right hand side. Geiger, can he put a long throw in, or are we going to try and work a crossing angle? Problem is we haven't really got as much height as we normally have. We haven't got Uriga, we haven't got Biedrzycki. We've not got Sanchez, although he is on the bench after coming back from injury. It is going to be 34 for Wisła. Raul Geiger, been a good acquisition for the Wisła this season. He's made that right back position his own. Puts one in, that'll be another corner to Wisła down this right hand side. Do you know when these two teams meet, the last 5 league games, Puszcza have actually got they've got the noses in front in victory terms. There's been 3 victories to the away side and 2 victories for Wisła. There's normally a good few goals in these games as well. Right, Lelyveld takes it short. Duda whips one in from a different angle. Bozic is leaping for it. Can't get a head on it though. Chance for Puszcza to bring this away now. Wisła working hard to get back. We've got numbers. Bozic does well, just holds the game up. Yeah, we've got numbers back there now. Well done, Wisła. Do you know, as long as we concentrate, they're not really going to play through us, Puszcza. So they're going to either go, as they're doing now, go down the flanks and whip then crosses in, because they have got some height. But they're not looking like they're going to play through us. They do look like they're dangerous from set pieces and corners. So if you know, the less we give away, obviously the less opportunity there is for an away goal. I mean, that's just going over. Just starting to get a little bit frustrated now, our Puszcza. Referee's going to have to keep an eye on things. You know, they've got a lot to play for as well. Like I said, they're only 2 points away from being in a playoff spot. Five games to play after tonight, I think they've got. Frankie James says, just lit a fire in the lounge. Gone chilly. Do some star jumps. Save the timber. Once again, our own worst enemy. Under pressure there. Did the right thing in the end, just oofing it out of play, but not every time do we have to play it out from the back. 57 minutes on the clock. Wisła fans, scarves in the air. They'll be singing when Sigmund tolls, the anthem of the club. Long throw comes in, headed clear by Grujic. Frankie says, star jumps, black eyes and broken knees. Hey, it's a price worth paying. Cross comes in, danger, 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 fucking danger! And once again, why has that come about? Why has that come about? Because we've been fucking about at the back, trying to play it out like we're Barca bastard Lorna. We're not. We're not. It all came from having to put it out of play and then a throw-in. And Lakiewicz has put it in his own fucking net. He's palmed it into his own net. I shouldn't have said anything at half-time about him being shit with his feet, but a good shot stopper. I mean, he's tried putting that out of the danger area and got it completely wrong and put it in his own net. And what did I say to you? Gigioni. He poses no danger at all. I mean, all he's done there, that goal won't be accredited to him because it wasn't even going goalwards. It was going across the 6-yard area. It's only the fact that Lakiewicz has put it into his own goal. Here we go. Jordi Sanchez is coming on for Omic. Good, well done, Omic. He's played well. He's played well. Frankie James says, oh no. Oh yes, Frankie. I was only just saying there's normally goals between these two. Let's hope there's some more for the team in red. Can't legislate for Lakiewicz doing that, but it all came about from piss-arsing about at the back, playing it about and having to put it out of play because we were under pressure from the throw-in. The rest is history. We go 1-1. Get up, you clown. Get up. Not surprised Igbekeem's laughing. Yeah, what's he doing on the floor there? Nothing wrong with that. He's just won the ball. No doubt there was a high-pitched scream and the referee's got his whistle to his mouth faster than a gunslinger. As soon as he hear the scream, isn't it? Do you know, I wasn't sweating watching this. No, I can feel my blood pressure going up. I can feel myself starting to sweat, and it's not because it's pretty warm in the UK today, especially on this evening. Oh! They've done it to us again, haven't they? This is why I love Wisła Kraków. There's always something going on. If it's not going on off the field, it's going on the field. But in the words of Gladiator, as they always say, are you not entertained? As a neutral, you would be. As a Wisła fan. It's cardiac arrest time. Frankie says, faster than me at a buffet! Faster than me at a buffet. Good shot there from Marko Bozic. He's got that in his locker as well, hasn't he? He's been in goal-scoring form this last few games as well. Keeper got just a... Did the keeper get a touch, or was there a deflection on the way through? I didn't see the keeper touch that. Yeah, maybe he did. Straight away, the referees pointed to the corner. Not convinced it was going in, but... right, let's see if we can get a decent delivery in. Nothing there. Nothing there. Bazchak's gone down on the floor. Let's hope that's nothing trivial. I mean serious. Just trying to delay. A geezer in live chat, he says, steady. We will win. Plenty of time. They scored this equaliser too early for them. I hope you're right, mate. I do hope you're right. Be nice if Sanchez could get a goal, wouldn't it, on his return after that injury. The trouble is, when you're back level like this, we're just one mistake away from going behind. And then you're hoping you're going to get a draw. Instead of just going for the 3 points. I had this game, for the last few weeks I've had this game penciled in as needing a victory to almost guarantee promotion. Duarte just keeping himself fired up. Yeah, it was a bit of a that's not driving the shoulder in, then a little push. So a geezer says we will win. They've scored too early. You could well be right, mate. I hope you are. I hope you are. Cutwa with the ball forward to Bozic. Nice turn there from Bozic. He's got space. Cuts inside now. He's got support on this right-hand side from Duarte in the penalty area. Tries playing one across another corner to Wisła down this right-hand side. We're just starting to put the pressure on now. I'm hoping that after they've gone behind Puszcza, I'm hoping they're going to start to go into that let's hold what we've got now. Bear in mind, like I've said, they've got something to play for as well. You look at the table, they're in 9th spot, but they're only 2 points away from being in a playoff position. So if they can pick a point up tonight, I don't think they'll be too disappointed with that result. That ball's fizzed in. There's bodies on the floor again. It's like a scene from Omaha Beach. Geiger, that's going to be another foul. Geiger's getting frustrated with this referee. There's Gagioni. Comes across, shakes Geiger's hand. He's still, as far as I can see, he's being credited with that goal. I'm afraid it's not his goal. It should be accredited to our keeper. Krzyzanowski in the box, pulls it back. Duarte can't quite get there, and it's cleared by Puszcza. Yeah, that ball was going across. It was almost going away from goal when Lukiewicz tried to palm it away from goal even further. Got an awful connection and just diverted it into his own goal. Duda's in there now, round the corner pass from Lelyvel. Pulled back to Krzyzanowski. You can't wait for that ball, though, in the penalty area to come to you. You've got to attack it. You're not going to get that amount of time. You're not going to get the time to stand at the edge of the box while a ball comes to you so you can tee it up for a shot. You're going to have to attack it and do the best that you can, because otherwise you're going to get a defender like that just nipping in before you. You know, this is not Sunday League football. You might get away with it there. You're not going to get it in the Polish Betclic one. Duda clips one in. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Grudgic. I'm not surprised he's screaming. That was a beautiful pass in there. It was just teed up perfectly. Couldn't get the correct contact on it. We had the wrong man there. It should have been Jordi Sanchez. I'm pretty sure if Sanchez had gone for that header, it would have been a different story and we'd be celebrating now. Iweo and Prizbilko coming off. Stepien and Simon coming on. Still plenty of time left in this game. We've got 24 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time to go, so plenty of time. But we do need to start making the most of these chances. Since the winter break, we have just drawn far too many games. The problem has been we've been getting draws. It's not like we've been winning games and getting pulled back. We've been the ones doing the pullback. It's not been that impressive from Wisła. You know, you can say, oh yeah, it's an unbeaten run, but ultimately, you're just picking a point up, a point up, a point up. And that's because you're not playing well. Nice ball there from Puszcza. Duda's got space. Plays one over the top there, looking for Sanchez. Defender makes a right bollocks of it, letting it run. I don't think he knew that Jordi Sanchez was coming in behind him. He just couldn't. He just couldn't get his foot onto the ball. Oh my word. What's the keeper done here? Oh dear me. Once again, Gagioni's pushing his luck there. The referee's going to lose patience with him soon, surely. They're again trying to push Puszcza into the oncoming Likiewicz in goal. That's going to be a yellow card. Come on, referee. Blimey, that's Hadji this time. Tripping up Krzyzanowski. We've got underway quickly. Bozic into the penalty area. Needs support. Lelyveld gets back on side. It's with Duda though. Bozic cuts inside again. Go on, hit it. Why do the keepers left on post? You know, it's good to see the urgency coming from Wisła, but there's times where we just need to take that little bit extra care with that final pass. There he is, get the ball on his head. He won't be, he's lethal. Lethal in the air is Jordi Sanchez. Puszcza gets out muscled there. Geiger does well. Cool as you like from Duda, the Polish Messi. Igbekim gets pushed in the back. Free kick for Wisła. Right. What can we do from here now? Let's start building something. That's another free kick as well from Hadji. What on earth has gone on here? The referee's not got control of this game, has he, at the moment? He struggled at times in the first half. Whether he's a bit airy-fairy with the whistle, you know, a bit of a... when it needs a good blast of it, I don't know. But he doesn't seem to be... he doesn't seem to be in control. Right, what can Bozic do down that left-hand side? He cuts inside, plays one into the penalty area, looking for Jordi Sanchez. It's headed clear. Picked up by Igbekim. Duarte down this right-hand side, cuts inside, tries a left-footed shot. It's blocked. It's with Duda. Lovely pass from Duda. Lelyveld puts one in, gets deflected and takes all the pace off it. It's cleared by Puszcza. Gagioni's using his weight there, does well. Pass doesn't quite come off though, thankfully. Right, Lelyveld. You can't put your arm around his neck like that. Lelyveld wins the free kick. Wisła looking to take it quickly. Referee makes it a set-piece free kick now, so there's no chance to take it quickly. It's Kikis, the substitute, who's come on, who give away that free kick. We've not looked too dangerous tonight from free kicks, so hopefully we can just pull something sweet out of the bag. Duda puts one in. It's headed up in the air. Sanchez trying to win it. Bulldozes his way through. Bulldozes his way through. Bulldozes his way to the back of the net. That's Jordi Sanchez. He's back. He's back. And that's what you get with a striker. Not a makeshift striker, a striker. In them situations, they will battle. They'll expect the ball to bobble off a knee and they can deal with it and react to it. And that's just what he's done there. I've just been saying our free kicks tonight have not been that good. Can we get something? We certainly can. We certainly can. He got a little bit of good fortune, but boy, he didn't make a mistake, did he? When that came his way, He thought about the overhead kick or feinted it. Then it's just kind of a half chance, isn't it? In it goes. In it goes. And Jordi Sanchez puts us back into the lead. A geezer, you were right, mate. You were right. Frankie James says, come on. A geezer said they'd equalised too early. Plenty of time for Wisła to get the winner. Hopefully that is the winner. A geezer says, sweeter than a candled sausage roll. I like my sausage roll, that's just Frankie. Definitely sweeter, mate. Definitely sweeter. And once again, Schlongs Wrocław, their hearts will have sunk as Wisła Kraków take the lead once more. 18 minutes to go. Can we add to this lead so we can enjoy the rest of the game? Cutwa's trying to get the ultras going behind that goal. Mario Shop was going to bark out an instruction and then thought, better not. Jordi Sanchez is down. That's not a good sign, just coming back from injury. He's a big fella, Jordi Sanchez, but, and I know he's a Wisła player now, but he does like to hit the dirt, if you know what I mean. He does like to play the professional game, shall we say. Saying to the assistant on this near side, there was a bit of an elbow in there. Go on, run it off, big man, run it off. Frankie's laughing at a geezer in live chat. Long ball over to his left-hand side. Put out by Raul Geiger. He's done well, Geiger, tonight. Frankie James says, ultras! Oh, they do have some good ultras, do Wisła Kraków. The drums are going. 3 of them in unison. The flares. Let's get the pyrotechnics going. That'll be another corner put out by Krzyżanowski. Frankie James says, needs a nap. Who? Look at that stadium. Fantastic stadium. Right. The referee's got his beady eye on everything in that penalty area now. Don't do anything silly. Just switch on. Just switch on. Right, they're taking it short. Move out, move out, move out. That's awful. That's awful. Now there's 2 players gone down there. 3 players have gone down. Once again, we've got Saving Private Ryan. It's like Omaha Beach again. Bozic has gone down. He's intimated that there was an elbow in there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is there an elbow? And it's that man involved again, Castlelake. Just run straight into Bozic. I'm not sure there was an elbow or any intent there. It's just like you're coming together in the penalty area. Yeah. For me, nothing in that Marko Bozic. Needs a nap, aka likes to hit the dirt. I'm with you, Frankie. I'm with you. Thousands wouldn't be, but I'm with you. Geezer's laughing. It's like Omaha Beach. Yeah. Bodies all over the place. Right. Duda. What's going on here now? Does well. That'll be, wins a throw-in. I can't believe he's got a throw-in for that. Gajoni, I'm not surprised he's wagging his finger. I thought that was a Puszcza throw-in. God, he looks like a player who used to play in England at Bradford. Dean Windass. Not the Windass who plays now. That's the old Windass who I know. That's his son. He does have a look of him. Well, that throw-in's awful. Did that ever come in play? I don't think it did. No, you're going to have to take that again, son. Right, Raul Geiger, take 2, dries the ball off. Let's put it down to his sweaty hand. Geezer, are you nervous? Frankie, are you nervous? I am nervous. This 14 minutes now, 13 and a half minutes plus stoppage time, this is massive. This could be our season. As in, we take 3 points, we're going up. Kajda puts one in. It's flicked on. We can't get... And once again, it's that man, Gajoni. How on earth has that gone in? And the Puszcza fans, they celebrate. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? So it's flicked on twice. I mean, what is Lakievich doing there? Why is Lakievich going like that? Like it's going to go out of play and he doesn't want to touch it. It's going past you into the fucking goal, you clown. Oh, no. And then he stands there in amazement as the net ripples behind him. Is this good enough keeping for the Ekstraklasa? It's not good enough keeping for the Betclic 1 Liga. Sorry, it's just not good enough. It isn't good enough. Not said 10 seconds before, this is our season here. Take 3 points and we are going up. It all but guarantees us going up. And what do? We've got a keeper who goes like that. As though it's going to go out of play and he doesn't want to touch it because he doesn't want to give a corner. Fuck giving a corner away. How about keep the ball out of the net first? Worry about the corner afterwards. Get your face, get your arms, get your feet, anything. Get it in front of the ball. That's just not good enough. Yeah, Agiza says it looked like he was afraid of giving up a corner. It did, mate. You can't be doing that. Frankie says, sort it out, boys. Indeed, you can't be doing that. You know, play safe, worry about the corner afterwards. Look at that young man there. He's going through the ringer. Luckily, he's not got school tomorrow. This pitch is going to start getting wider as well as they start getting tired. But the thing is now, they've got a bit of a spring in the step, Puszcza. Let's put them to the sword again. That'll be a throw in to the away side, down this left-hand side. That's the only time they've never looked like they were going to play through us. They were always going to come down the flanks and whip them crosses in because they've got that little bit of a height advantage. That's the only danger that they've got, and we've not been able to deal with it. Both goals have come through. Both goals have come through that ball down the flank and then put into the middle. The geezer says, okay. So this time, they scored too early. A geezer. They're making us work for it, mate, aren't they? They're making us work for it. Igbekin with a shot. Blimey, O'Reilly. That was over the crossbar, but not by much. I thought it might have even took a deflection the way it moved, but nah. We've seen Igbekin put them in as well. Still enough time to get the winner. I'm just hoping it's for Wisła. I mean, the last thing we want to do tonight is come away with nothing. But ultimately, twice we've gone into the lead and twice we've given away shitty goals. Ultimately, it's come from the keeper's mistakes. There's no defending. There's no defending him. Blimey. Here we go again. There's more players on the floor. How many have we got now? One. Yeah, they'll be happy to come away now, especially after going behind twice. They'll be happy to go away tonight with a point. We're going to see Mikulek coming on again. Krzyzanowski's coming off. Mikulek, if you missed it at half-time, just signed a new contract with Wisła until 2027. Great left back. Bit of a baller, actually. Missed all the season apart from the last game he came on as a substitute due to injury. In the last game of last season, I do like Mikulek. But I don't understand why we played him at right wing last week when we've got a right winger on the bench. Giza says, when is the last time they put a game away in the first half? That's got to be in the first. We haven't done that, Giza, since the 5th game of the season. Or might be the 4th game of the season. Giza says, chance here. Sanchez, edge of the box, holds it up well. Kutzwa, just clear it up. That's it. Put it out of play. Did well there, Kutzwa. I think they have Tom Hanks playing at centre-back. That's a Giza. In respect of me saying it was like Omaha Beach from Saving Private Ryan. There was bodies all over the place. On the field, that is, here. And obviously at Omaha Beach, but I wouldn't be so flippant as to... You know what I mean. Right. Right, who wants it more? Who wants it more? Hajda, another long throw. Danger for Wisła. It's like I said, it's only the ball coming in from the flanks where we look vulnerable. Anything through the middle all evening we've eaten up. Igbekin with the block. Wins the challenge as well. Bozic with the clearance. Duarte is working hard. Sanchez is trying to get up there as well to give him some support. Poor clearance from the keeper. To get away with it though to the away side. Chance. Lukiewicz once again. Gets the free kick. Once again, Iskagioni. Getting picked up by Grujic. Now Grujic gets a yellow card. Just starting to get a little bit frustrating this game. Giza says he had a head full of her at kick-off. Oh, come on, get up, you clown. Tried to make out as though Lukiewicz had... you can't, why would you grab hold of him? I know he was trying to put the foot in there, trying to be a little bit nasty. But grabbing hold of him like that, you're risking giving a penalty away. You know, in theory, if VAR wanted to be arseholes about that, ultimately it's a penalty, isn't it? It'd be a pathetic penalty, but by the letter of the law, that's a penalty. Right, take your time. Right, Lelyveld. Nice through ball there to Igbekin. Needs some support. Gets it from Bozic on that left-hand side. It's back with Grujic. Kutzwa. Duda. Igbekin. Stretching for the pass. Can't control it. Can't bring it in. Now Grujic's got to... Geiger's got to be careful because I think he's already on the card. No, he isn't. It was Grujic, wasn't it? There's nothing in that, though, is there? That's not a yellow card. Giza says, I hope they haven't let their heads drop with losing Radado. I don't know, mate. I don't think we were playing well before Ronaldo got his injury. I don't think, and it's a bit of a slight on us as a club. And it doesn't say much for Ronaldo, actually. We haven't looked any better or any worse without Ronaldo. He wasn't exactly banging the goals in, was he? You know, early on in the season, he obviously was. But since the break, we've looked poor. You know, when was his last goal? If you take away his penalties, there's not been that many. Just danger again. Jordi Sanchez with a good clearance there. Needed to make that. There was a shot being lined up. 3 minutes plus stoppage time. 2-2. Wisła, we win tonight. Pretty much clinches us promotion. We get a draw. It's up in the air. I've been penciling this game in for weeks as a must-win game. Geiger with a long throw. Sanchez comes across, can't control it. It's a throw in for Puszcza just inside their own half down this left-hand side. We've scored 2 good goals tonight, and yet we've given away 2 piss-poor goals through absolutely shocking keeping. Mikulek, what can he do? Gets it back to Geiger down this right-hand channel for Duarte. Needs support. He's got 3 players with him. Should be a gap in the middle. Can Bozic get hold of it? He does well, Bozic. Throw in to Puszcza. They defended that well. Yeah, just 2 pieces of really poor keeping have let Puszcza back in this game on 2 occasions. Twice we've had the lead. I wonder if Anana's free. Let's be honest, he can't do worse than this. Giorni's gone down again. He's quite happy. He's quite happy to let this clock run down. Mikulek's not got the memo yet that he's been a bit of a shithouse this evening, so he's trying to alleviate his cramp by bending his toes. Should have pulled his leg over his head. Test his hamstring. Hopefully the referee's going to add enough time on. Got to be at least 4 minutes. At least 4 minutes. I'm not quite sure who this breaking play is going to help. Aguiza says, bite your tongue. Yeah, he's going off. Scored a good goal for the equaliser, didn't he? But the keeper just made it so easy for him. Almost a full house in tonight. Morozinski's coming on for Puszcza. That's a bit of a defensive move. Can't blame them. Like I said, they'll be happy going away with a point now as they march towards a playoff spot. There again, just not enough accuracy with that final pass. Frustrating. 6 minutes have added on time. Here we go. 6 minutes to put this season to bed. Chance here now. Chance here now. That's what, for the first goal, that's what Lukiewicz tried doing, only he put it into his own goal. That's basic stuff. Right, what can he do here to get us underway quickly? Nothing. Nobody's showing for him. Right, Grujic. Don't be doing anything silly. Bozic inside to Igbekim. He needs options. He's got Geiger down this right-hand side. We've got Mikulek, our left-back, playing as a right winger. Still don't understand that move when we have got Kavala on the bench. the youngster right winger. Ironically, I think it's Kavala who's just picked that ball up there and put it on the corner spot for us to swing in. Like a geezer says, if you were Kavala or Banyovski, two young lads at Wisła, you've got to be wondering what your future holds at the club, because you've not been given a chance when there's been an opening for you. We've played players out of position to take ultimately what should have been your spot. Mariusz Jop must know what he's doing, but I don't understand it for the life of me. Duda swings one in. Rubbish. Easy headed clearance. 6 minutes of added on time. We've almost had 2. Kavala does well there. It's with Duarte down this right hand side. Driving inside, puts a cross in there. Looking for Grudgic. Grudgic, can he get the shot away? He does, but it's blocked. It's gone over the crossbar. That'd be another corner to Wisła down the right hand side. Just needed that half a yard. Did well the centre half for Wisła there. Just there. Needed that half a yard. Didn't quite get it. Right, what can Duarte do? Swings one out. Mikulek slipped. It's picked up by Bozic though. Duda gets dispossessed. The pass wasn't the best from Bozic. He was stretching for it, Duda. Simple passes. Right, Duarte, what can you do? Edge of the box. Puts a shot in. Keeper makes a right bollocks of it, really. And it's a throw into Wisła down the right-hand side. Keeper, I don't know what the keeper was doing there, but it's another chance for Wisła. Nice cross into the middle. Headed up into the air. Sanchez challenges for it. Keeper goes to the floor. Referee, once again, like Frankie James at a barbecue, as she says, or a gunslinger, can't get his whistle to his mouth quick enough. We're running out of time, boys, if we're going to wrap this season up tonight. The fans have done their bit. The players have done their bit. Lakiewicz, you've let us down tonight, mate. It sounds harsh, but ultimately, that's what's cost us the 2 goals. It's 2 mistakes from the keeper. Right, Sanchez. What can he do? Nothing. It gets put out for a throw-in on the far side to Wisła. Man of the match tonight for me. I think I'm probably going to be going with Federico Duarte. Got the goal for Wisła. Led the line well. Now he's showing his utility bit as he comes over on this right-hand wing when Sanchez has came on. So for me, Duarte will be getting my man of the match award. 2 minutes to go. 2-2. Twice Wisła had the lead. Twice pulled back. Goalkeeping errors. Absolute dog shit goalkeeping. This is why I'm saying at half time, before we go into the Ekstraklasa, we need another keeper. Chichkan, he's probably going to go. He's coming towards the end of his career. Broder isn't good enough to take over for the Ekstraklasa. And we're getting too many mistakes from Lakiewicz. It isn't good enough. You know, this is going to be the final chance of the game. If they take any more time, the clock's going to be on 5.5 minutes. Kinnell, get it thrown in, son. Right, let's get it cleared. There again. We get it cleared, just. The White Star pouring forward. Bozic, nice ball to Duda. Lovely shot there. Misunderstanding. Sanchez is looking away and running away from the ball that's played through to him. Ugh. Referee's had a bit of a shitter as well tonight. He's not in control of this game. Wisła fans, they've got they've got the scarves up, doing their best. We're just not seeing it on the pitch. Duarte, that's got to be a free kick. Right, let's get some bodies forward. This is going to be the last play of the game. Nothing to lose. A geezer says, I think this manager abandoned putting opponents on the back foot relentlessly. Yeah, Ronaldo, there he is. He's got a bit of a concerned look on his face. We need a good delivery in from Duda. Not really seen too much tonight from corners or free kicks. Delivery has not been fantastic. So it should be a little bit easier now that we've got Jordi Sanchez on, but we're not blessed with height. Duda puts one in. It's flicked off the wall. Mikulek with a missed kick. There we are. The referee blows his whistle. 2-2. Missed opportunity again for the White Star. A missed opportunity. I'm not surprised they've got that look on the face. It's a look of disappointment. And ultimately, our keeper has got to hold his hands up, Lakievitz. You know, we've done the hard work. We've put the ball in the back of the net twice. We've took a lead twice. And 2 pieces of dog shit goalkeeping have cost us 2 points and pretty much wrapped up our promotion into the Ekstraklasa. Tonight, this was the game I've been saying for weeks. Wrap it up tonight. Take 3 points. Pick up a couple of draws, maybe a victory. Job done. Not so now. Not so. A geezer says, if Schlongs do their business, we are down to 5 points. We are indeed, mate. We are indeed. Do you know, and if we carry on performing like this, if we carry on giving away points, it's going to come down to kind of the last game of the season. Somebody is going to come out of that chasing pack and start putting us. They'll start putting us and Schlongs Wrocław. They'll start putting them under pressure. You know, is it going to be Hrobry Glogov? Is it going to be Wisła Kraków? I think Polands Ekstraklasa are probably it's a bridge too far for them on 44 points. But when you look at Hrobry Glogov on 48 points, Schlongs Wrocław on 51 points, they've both got their games to play. If we start making stupid errors instead of picking up these draws, you look at our run since we returned from the winter break. Our form has been absolutely piss poor. And it's not the excuse that Ronaldo's been injured and he's out for the season. We were doing that while Ronaldo was still fit and Ronaldo was still playing. The good start we had at the season has got us where we are now. And we're stumbling towards the line. If we think we're going up automatically, we could be in for a massive shock. You know, tomorrow, if Schlongs Wrocław beat Stal Mielec, which ultimately they should do, it puts them within 5 points of us. But more importantly, if Hrobry Glogov, they play Polands Ekstraklasa, so it's not going to be an easy game, and they're away. But they play tomorrow. If they get 3 points there, it puts them on 51 points. That's where Schlongs Wrocław are now. If we don't start picking up, we need at least a win and a draw from our final 4 games. It's crazy. It's crazy what we are doing. We are stumbling over the line. Looking at our last results. Right, a quick shout out before I get into this. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give the videos a like, it would be really helpful. Right, I've done that bit. I want to get into this now because it isn't good enough. Looking at our results since the 15th of February, we came back after that winter break. Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of the 9 games, we have drawn 6 of them, and we've had 2 victories and 1 defeat. That That is not the form of a club. That's not the form of a club that's going to move up into the Ekstraklasa, hold our own and start doing something. It's only our first 5 games of this season set us up when we were scoring for fun and blowing teams away. We went to Legnica on, what was the game where we went away to Legnica and we got turned over? And they absolutely, the season since then, it went crap. Absolutely. It just went downhill. And then we've been picking up victories when we shouldn't have done. We were picking up draws when we should have got beat. And you can say that's football, that's the season, and the table doesn't lie at the end of the season. And that, I agree, that is true. However, there's a real danger that we grab defeat from the jaws of victory. Next up, for Wisła's fixtures, we're away. We're away at Stal Rzeszów. That ain't going to be no easy game. We're at home to Hrobry Glogov. Well, we know what they're playing for. Then we've got Polonia Varsova. That's no easy, and it's away. And our last game of the season is against Pogoń Siedice. But that's another one that's penciled in for victory. We could end up playing that game needing a victory if things don't go our way and we have a little bit of bad luck. And I'm sorry, young man, you've cost us tonight. You can tell with his face, he knows what he's done, but there's no hiding from it. At this level, you cannot hide from what you've done. It's all over a screen. It's your job. It's what you get paid for. So I'm sorry, you've cost us tonight. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to bounce back, or are you going to go into your shell and it's going to get worse? If it's going to get worse, who are we going to bring in? What, we're going to bring Broder in, are we? Broder's going to do any better, is he? I have no confidence in Broder. And Chichkan's probably on his way out at the end of this season because he's probably going to go on to pastures new, try and get a final move to end his career. So like I said at half time, we need a keeper. And yet he's only a young lad. I don't care. I don't care if he's 19, 22, 32, 42, 92. I don't give a shit. Tonight he's cost us. And if we end up going through, because if we end up going into the playoffs, it's nights like this when you've got to look back and you've got to cut that out of your season. Because otherwise you end up having a really shit season. We'll go up next season into the Ekstraklasa, and if we start doing this, the games that got us here that we had at the start of the season where we were winning 3 and 4 and 5-0, blasting teams away, you don't get that start, and then you don't get away with making mistakes like we've made tonight. And before you know it, you're bouncing back down into the Betclic 1 Liga, and it's, oh shit, how many more seasons are we going to be in the equivalent of the Polish Championship instead of the Polish Premier League? The club is a Premier League club. Look at the history. It's a Premier League club. Doesn't guarantee, though, if you put performances in like this and make individual mistakes, that you're going to be in the Premier League. You will be where you deserve to be. And if you perform like that, you don't deserve to be in the Premier League. Since we came back after the winter break, we do not deserve to be top of the league. We don't even deserve to be in the top half of the league. It's been absolute dog shit. It's only the first part of the season that's got us here, like I said. And for whatever reason, it's all tailed off. And a lot of it started when we got beat by Legnica. It's like we had that feeling of invincibility when we were blasting everybody. Everything's great. We're going to take the Betclic 1 Liga. We're going to take it by storm. And suddenly we go to Legnica, bit of a bogey team. We lose, and it's like, oh shit, we're not maybe as good as we think we are. Or maybe we are. We think we're better than we are, and it was just a blip. We can't keep doing what we're doing, giving points away tonight. We can't do it next season. That is for sure. So now the pressure's on. I was hoping we were going to get the 3 points tonight, and then tomorrow night at 6:30, I can relax with a beer and watch Stal Mielec, who are fighting for survival, an Ekstraklasa team last season, by the way. They've spent most of this season battling relegation. So don't think that just because a team's in the Ekstraklasa, you're not going to come down and you're not going to drop down straight away. These Polish leagues, they are brutal. Anybody on any day pretty much can beat anybody. So don't think that, well, you come down, you're going straight back up. There's a good chance that Stal Mielek will have double relegations. They'll come out of the Ekstraklasa into the Betclic 1 Liga, and if they're not careful, Stal Mielek will go down into the Betclic 2 Liga. So tomorrow, when they play Śląsk Wrocław, in second place, 5 points behind Wisła now, Stal Mielek are going to be fighting for their place in this Betclic 1 Liga. So as a geezer said in live chat earlier on, they have got plenty to be playing for. However, I wanted to watch that game hoping that they could at least take a point from that game. Now, I'm praying that they take a point, or praying that they even take a victory. And even if they do, that gap is still down now. That gap is down as it stands now. Three points would take Śląsk Wrocław on to 54 points. Wisła would be on 59 points. 4 games to go. Hrobry Glogov, if they win tomorrow, they will be on 51 points. Could be a step too far for them. It could be a step too far. But if they go and win their last 4 games after tomorrow, Hrobry Glogov, if Wisła pick up a draw and then defeats and just capitulate, which we've got that in us, you end up in the playoffs. And like I've said, one of the last games we've got to play Hrobry Glogov. So that is a humongous game. Absolutely humongous. Yeah, I want to go up as champions. I've said before, if we've got to go up in the runners-up spot to Śląsk Wrocław, the shithouses, but by the by, I don't know where that's going in court yet either, whether that is just done and dusted or if there is anything going to come out of the court action that we've taken. I mean, look at that from... Just look at this from Lukiewicz. It's not even on target. He puts it into his own goal. Anyone from Cracovia watching this will be pissing the sides. I thought we'd got it there as well when Jordi Sanchez put that in. Not to be, though. Agiza says, I'm resigned to waiting for the last game, but they seem to be desperately trying to miss promotion. They're doing the best, mate. They're doing the best. They're making us work for it as fans, that is for sure. Do you know the thing is as well? This team, at the start of this season, Jarosław Królewski, Wisła's owner, came out and said, this is our team for... I mean, what's he doing there, Lukiewicz? What on earth is he doing? To pull your hands away, so you, like you say, so you don't give a corner away. How about stopping it going in first? Worry about the corner afterwards. This is just dreadful. This doesn't make it look any better at all. Right. Geezer in live chat says, it seems the manager thought he could park the bus for half a season. They've played like that, mate. That's just how they've played. And don't forget, we've had weekends where we've had bad results and results have gone in our favour. You know, other teams have also slipped up. We're lucky that only Śląsk Wrocław have come out of the pack and are putting us under pressure. I honestly thought somebody like, a Grodzisk, who have slipped down to 9th now, Ruka Horzów, Plonia Varsova, the Extra Kraków look a decent side as well. I'm surprised there's only Śląsk Wrocław who's come after us. But I don't know what else to say about that goalkeeping performance. It isn't good enough. And what are our options? What's our options at this stage of the season? Do you remember last season, coming at this stage of the season, he had an absolute shitter, did Likiewicz in goal, to the point where he got took out and we just put Broder in. He had an absolute shocker. So whether it's pressure that's getting to him, I don't know. Yeah, he's a young lad. But ultimately, I don't care. He's in the team to do one job and he's not doing it at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see where we go next. So looking at Wisła, when's our next fixture now? We have got Stal Rzeszów on the 3rd. So we've got a bit of a break now. We've got a bit of a break. I've got a feeling, is that a Monday evening or something like that? But once again, we've got to go away from home and try and pick up a victory at a team that it isn't going to be easy going to Rzeszów, that is for sure. And everybody who plays us now has got something to play for, haven't they? You either want to try and trip up top of the league or you put at this stage of the season, you're really pushing hard to get in that playoff spot. Oh, what a disappointing evening. Yeah, we've got a draw, but it should have been 3 points. We should have been laughing now. Getting ready to put the champagne on ice. As it is, it's going to be Corporation Pop. And if you don't know what that is, that's water out of the tap. Right, thanks to everybody who's joined me on our 2nd birthday today. Catch It Live First, we've been going for 2 years. Agiza, Frankie James, thank you so much for joining me in live chat. It's been my pleasure as always. Doesn't seem like it, but it is a pleasure. I might be back tomorrow afternoon for the football special. The closing stages, all the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in will be in front of Sky. So you can we'll also have all the final results for you. So join us for that one if you can. All that's left for me to say is, we didn't get the 3 points we wanted. Disappointing. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell if you can give us a thumbs up. That'd be superb. Frankie, I'm coming getting me barbecue. Although I don't feel that hungry now. I can feel my blood pressure rising. I'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow. Agiza says, good night, Frankie and Jimmy. Good night, Agiza. Enjoy your beer on your decking if you can, mate. See you soon.